Officials confirming that figure skaters and coaches were aboard the American Airlines flight that collided with a Black Hawk helicopter last night.
And that group was returning from a training camp in Wichita, Kansas. The Skating Club of Boston says 6 people with ties to their group died in that crash. 2 coaches, 2 teenage athletes, and their mothers. Let's bring in Doug Zeghibe and Mia Bailey, the CEO and director of the Skating Club of Boston. First of all, I am just so sorry for your loss. What can you tell us about the people that you knew on that plane?
Oh, thank you. Just outstanding members of our community. Vadim and Jenya, top coaches who moved with us in 2017, were part of sort of rebuilding our high performance program. Many national skaters, Team USA skaters, wonderful people. They taught with this amazing technique that they learned in St. Petersburg that drove them to be world pair champions in the 90s. And then Spencer and Jenna were just great kids. Spencer, almost just a phenom with his technique, and he'd only been skating for a couple of years. And his triples and other things that he was doing, he was moving incredibly fast through this sport. And Gina is somebody we saw grow up from just a tiny little tyke, and to see her grow into a young woman and beautiful on the ice and competing so well. And then finally their parents, just amazing, amazing folks, which you don't always get in this sport.
And Mia, what's the top priority right now? Are you reaching out to families? How are you guys helping with grief?
Top priority right now is finding a way to bring our community together. Right now, there's a lot of questions. We want to support those families to the best of our ability. They headed down to Washington last night. We have some club members on that to support them through this process. But right now, when we look at our club community as a whole, all of these, we're trying to provide the right space for them to talk, to listen, and just remember enough of the legacy that's been lost here.
So many people, trying to remember their loved ones right now. Doug and Mia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Let's bring in figure skating coach Jackie Brenner from Oklahoma City. Jackie, I understand that you were actually in Wichita for that training camp. Explain to people what was going on there.
You know, I was there in Wichita, especially for a coaches education workshop that we were actually doing with U.S. Figure Skating on Sunday. And it was exciting. The developmental camp was coming in, all the red jackets, the coaches, the athletes, the officials, getting ready for the 2-day of education of our rising stars with U.S. Figure Skating. And so the energy was palpable. It was just bright and shiny. Everyone was so excited to be there. And this is just such a loss for our tight-knit skating community.
And give us a sense of, what the community is going through right now.
Well, I think all of us have been in communication since last night. No one has really slept. Everyone knows one another. It's a small sports community. Even though we're coast to coast, we all are reaching out and connecting with one another. And even if we don't know each other personally, we know each other on such a professional body of work, professional expertise level. And we're all in this together. We respect the hours and hours of dedication, the long hours and perseverance and dedication it takes to raise athletes representing our sport at the international world level. And this is going to forever mark our sport. Our hearts are breaking, and our prayers are just going up for everyone in the skating community and everyone that was affected by this tragedy.
I want to bring back in Doug and Mia, because you speak about these athletes, these young athletes who were really making their way in this sport. I've heard someone refer to them as rising stars.
Yes. This is the next generation of champions. They were invited by U.S. Figure Skating to this camp because of their promise, because of their performance in competitions up until now. And U.S. Figure Skating identified them, invited them, and wanted to work with them, with coaches and other professional folks at the national level to help develop them further. And for the kids, it was a great honor. Kids are, everybody wants to make National Development Camp of the younger kids.
Well, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone impacted, especially you guys as well. You guys knew the victims there. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Again, thanks to you, Doug, Mia, and Jackie. We appreciate it, and the best of luck to you as well.